Hi there, I'm Budda.
And I'm Nico.
And we're here to talk about the making of Back to Roots, our 7th record. As usual, we like to do pre-production, and there's actually an episode I did on Dr. Guitar, my YouTube show, about that pre-production that we recorded. We went to a friend's house, our dear good friend Chico Rabega. He loaned us his house, his vacation house, which is way to Vila Verde, Jerez, in the mountains. So it has a swimming pool, a beautiful swimming pool, beautiful weather, grass. It's a house in a very small village in Pedregais. And we already had done that pre-production there when we did the Blues Experience record. So we went there for 1 week, and I had some ideas on my iPhone, some very basic ideas for songs. And then we together played it and arranged it and tested. And when we think it was good enough, we hit record and we skip to the next song.
The process was very cool because we went to the house, the three. We did that already with the Blues Experience with Pedro, and now with Carl, all of us cooked. Budda mic'd the room, and we all played the arrangements and the Budda's ideas. But it was very fun because it was summertime, so we could go to the swimming pool for a little break. We could grab a little bit of good weather,
good wine
and good food. And it was very inspiring again because the house is very calm and peaceful.
And we were away from all our families and troubles and cell phones and even internet. We didn't have internet over there, so we were really focused on making the record. And we took a week. We usually go there on Saturday, and we usually come back on Friday. So we play Friday and Saturday, and we went there on Sunday. I'm sorry. We played Friday and Saturday. The next Sunday we went there. So we had planned for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then to come back on Friday. But we ended up the recordings on Wednesday, so it went a lot faster than we were thinking of. And it is very fast, the process, because we are really in a creative zone, and we play the grooves. We are not bothered that it is not perfect, so Nico doesn't have to have the perfect timing or groove. We just need to set the ideas up, and the tones, the groove, the basic mindset, because it is just a sketch of the song. It is not the final recording. So we are super loose. When we feel it's in a good spot, we record it and we go to the next song, and we don't think about that. We start the process all again.
And this is very important for a record, I think, because it's like an artist doing his first draft. We kind of feel what the song can be, and then we sketch the idea. We go to the next song and to the next song. We forget the first song and the second and the third, and then we listen to the pre-production for 1 month or 2, it depends, and it grows. It starts to grow as a song, as an object.
And started to change the parts, like the usual thing that happens is the passages from one part to the other are not that good because we are still learning the song. So we find out things like, you should do a break here, I should stop, it should be just drums. The first idea is very fresh over there, and it's not contaminated and not overthought, so it's super fresh, I think it's the word.
Yeah, It was also a very cool process to work with Carl. It was the first time we recorded a record with him, and he has a mindset, a jazzier mindset, and a more harmonic way of thinking as a bass player, and it's really cool for us because we worked together in lots of parts, and it was very easy and very fresh. So it was a cool first record with him.
Yeah, and I remember, for example, King of the Games room, we were going to a show in Porto, and I was saying to you, I was thinking about doing a Manish Boy kind of song.
Ah, yeah.
Like a one riff, not a Manish Boy, a Hoochie Coochie Man. Well, it was a Manish Boy idea, but it ended up being more of a 16 bar, a Hoochie Coochie Man kind of blues. And I was thinking about it, and you told me, what if we change the pattern to a 6/8?
Yeah.
And I remember recording it on the cell phone, and over there at Chico's house, we started playing that, and Carl came up with a new idea for the bass being a two-part instead of being just da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
He suggested, like, what if we do a two-part da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I changed a little bit the riff. You do the
Yeah, the continuous.
and it was like the song had a very simple idea, being a Hoochie Coochie Man kind of song, and ended up being a different thing. And even I remember Carl suggesting the last chord, instead of we going from the 5 to the 4, going to the minor third.
Yeah.
Like his dad, he told, let's do it like my dad does it, like Wolfram Minnemann does it, instead of going to the 5 to the 4. So it is all these kind of ideas at the moment, and the thing Carl says, Nico says something, oh, and what if we do this and or that, and it immediately becomes a song. And when we feel it is okay, we recorded it, and we don't think a lot more about it. We just move to the next song. Then we went to the pool, take a swimming,
Yeah.
drink a glass of wine or a beer, or make a little
cook.
stop. Carl would smoke his cigarettes. I would smoke his cigarettes too sometimes. And we cleared our minds and come back to the room. And we did like 4 songs, 3-4 songs a day. Then we cooked dinner and lunch. While they were cooking, I was recording the sketch vocals and writing some lyrics. So it is a very in the moment process, and it is very beautiful. It is exhausting, but very gratifying. Because we used to do it here in this room. This is our rehearsal room. All the records until Buddha Power Blues record, which is the 5th record, were done in here. So even One in a Million was done in here, recorded here, and we didn't do pre-production. It was the real thing. It was the same thing as pre-production, because we were still learning the songs.
But it stayed
But
like
it's
that.
the take.
Yeah. But I remember.
There's no second chances.
Yeah, I remember the process was a little bit harder. I don't know why we took more time, or maybe because we were preoccupied to. It's the final take, so we have to do it right.
Yeah.
So the process was not very relaxed. It was a little bit stressed.
Yeah, because it has to be great, and we were still learning the song, so
Yeah.
and arranging it, so it was not the greatest process for us, at least for us.
So there's a great value in pre-production, I think, because
Yeah, I think it's indispensable. It's perfect, and especially being out there, not having to go to pick the kids at school, to buy bread, or go and pick the gas.
because those things are good, of course, in life, but in a work like this, you have to focus, to be focused on the
you
work.
sleep thinking about the songs for the next day. You're not changing mindsets. We are really focused. That's why probably it's so fast.
Yeah.
We stopped on the we didn't even go there on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not remembering it. We went on Monday, so
Monday
we had
morning.
Monday to set all the things up, set the mics. I only took the small Super the Tremolo Verb, which was sounding amazing over there, and we were very relaxed. I took this small board, just
I think
for
I
ideas.
took the big cat drums, the Champagne Sparkle.
Yes,
I took the white one for the blues experience.
and it didn't work as well.
Yeah.
So we
So I took this one. Yeah.
Carl, when we stopped the recordings, the pre-production, Carl even said, "I think there's a record in here. It's a record. We don't even need to record it." But it was not as tight as it could be. It was not. The room is not a great sounding room, as it is in Mobydick Records studios. The gear was not also the best gear, so it was not perfect in many ways. But it was a really great sketch, so we could figure out if we had a record, if there's songs in there, and it was really pleasing. It was a really great moment.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward for the next one.
Yeah.
Because it's addictive.
And the house is beautiful. And then the process in Mobydick Records studios, it's much more easier because we know what we'll use in each song, meaning the drums or the guitars or the amps or the toms or the cymbals for me.
And we can have a listen from the outside, which is great.
Yeah. And that way the recordings in Mobydick Studios was super easy also because you have all things set, like the mics
Yeah,
and
the room sounds incredible. So and you could interchange snare drums and tune stuff to sound different. So we were more concerned. We already have learned and memorized the songs.
Yeah.
So we were just focused on playing it great and having a good
tone.
good tempo, good tones. We didn't record with the click again, which for Budda Power Blues is the first time, I think, because all the other records were recorded with click, even Blues Experience.
Yes, yes.
So this was the first time we didn't, no headphones, no click, no nothing, just the three of us playing in the same room live.
And we did a really cool song, a cool version of Healing Earth, which I think maybe it's the first acoustic song for Budda Power Blues. With Carl playing
all acoustic, yeah.
Double bass, and you playing dobro, and me playing bass drum and adoof, right?
Yeah.
We never recorded acoustic, the three of us. We always had a dobro guitar. Or in both albums, in Budda Power
we
Blues
have some acoustic things, but it's always electric bass, and the electric guitar always comes in.
Yeah.
Probably early this morning is a little acoustic, but
it was electric bass, I think, or not?
Yeah, electric bass for sure.
Yeah, and this one was the first one, and we did in one take live.
We tried it, but
the drums
were going too much into the double bass microphones, so I had to do it with Carl first,
yes.
and then you recorded the drums later.
Yeah,
because the drums are kind of a loop, so we should have done it the other way, but it would have been easier. But
and other thing I enjoyed a lot in recording this album was to having Galandun Galundaina with us on studio. To record the electric version of Healing Earth, because they were very excited with the song and the arrangements and playing electric blues, and we were very excited to have them on the
playing
song
acoustically.
playing acoustically, because they do it greater, and the vibe with them on studio was really cool.
Yeah, we were a whole day in the studio for them to learn the songs, to make the arrangement, to sing in English, which is not a language that they are comfortable with.
Yeah.
But they were spectacular. They were, and they were the main inspiration for this record. When I first worked with them, recording them, first at Bombos com Alma, which is a record from our friend Rui Rodrigues. I met them there. I fall in love with their music. It was killer, and we recorded live. And they played the song with 100 percussionists. So it was Galandunga Landaina and 100 guys playing bombo, caixa, mainly bombo e caixa, which is kind of a kick drum or bass drum and snare drum. But
it's the traditional marching
Portuguese
drums.
And it was amazing hear them perform over there, and they didn't even sing, which is one of their great attributes. So then I recorded them for Rui Rodrigues' solo album, and we mingled a lot and got to know each other a lot better. And then I mixed the record, and it was like a calling. I was thinking, we are Portuguese. I love playing the blues. We are a blues band, and we go with it. But we should sing about Portugal, as the bluesmen sang about their own realities, sang about Mississippi, about the cotton fields, then about Chicago and the urban blues, then about their wives.
It's a little bit like Robert Plant does with his thing. He drinks a lot from the blues,
from Africa.
But he has several inspirations. Of course, he doesn't pretend to be a blues artist. We are definitely a blues band, but it's very cool to be inspired and to mingle our traditions in blues, because it's the way we see the world.
And it's probably the only way we can be unique and bring something different. Always, we never wanted to do a fusion record. It's not Portuguese traditional music meets the blues. It's blues inspired by Portuguese tradition in every ways. For example, God Helps. It's only inspired in the lyrics, in what I sing, not in the song. The song is a blues rock song, heavy rock. It's a lot inspired in Buddha Power Blues, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of the sound that grew with us. Only the lyrics have that meaning, but that's an inspiration too, and that's a feeling and a vibe. And I love to write a record with a concept behind it, because it helps a lot to focus your energy and your attention to it. It offers you a limitation, which is great, because there's so much we can do, and so many songs and genres that we like, that it's really strange to having a concept limits. This is not. This is out of.
Gives you a path.
Yeah, this is out of boundary. So let's not do this. Let's keep this for another record or for another band, even.
If you are in a desert, you can go any way around. If you have one road or two, you can choose for one road or two, and that kinds of simplify the process and the composition and the arrangements and everything.
And sometimes we have too many options, like should I do this drums, and when you do a pattern, it takes it away from the blues, so we put that aside, and this is too way out, too out of the blues. Let's go with the other side. Or sometimes I'm playing a really bluesy thing, and it's fun to have the drums taking it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So. But we are always concerned in playing the blues and bringing something new to the table. All our idols, all our blues idols, were innovators. Muddy Waters was playing electric blues when the blues before him, and even his blues when he was in the Mississippi area, were acoustic. So he brought the electric guitar. They amplified the blues harp. They brought drums into the blues, electric bass. So they were all innovating, and they were playing different. They were playing Fenders when Muddy Waters played Telecaster, when the Telecaster was brand new.
Yeah.
Was the new cool instrument. So it's like playing digital. They would be. I think they would be recording digitally and mind-blowing us with different things, like Hendrix did. He pushed the envelope again. So I think we as musicians and artists have the obligation we are obliged to innovate and to bring something new to the table while respecting and keeping the tradition and being within the blues.
And I think that's what I like in this album, Back to Roots, because we didn't try to do the same stuff we did on One in a Million or in Buddha Power Blues, or in Blues Experience. We tried to go to a different way, being Buddha Power Blues, the same band and the same artists and the same way of watching to the tone and the music and everything. But we try to do something different, and I think we'll always do that. And that's what I like in this album, because it's more introspective, it's more black and white.
It's darker, definitely darker.
But it's cool for our shows also to have that diversity in the songs, not always the same stuff.
Yeah, and it's not just about playing new songs, it's playing new approaches, and that's why we are always changing gear. And for this record is the first one I play Supros. They are really inspiring. I used to play the Mesa Boogies. They are a little more normal sounding. The Supros give me a different texture, and it is inspiring, but it doesn't mean I'll be playing Supros for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of guitar player or musician that sticks with one thing for the rest of their life. I love the search, and you didn't change the drums for the record, but you change it for the shows.
Yeah.
And it's already a new thing. It brings a new vibe to the band, although it's almost the same sizes. It's a cat drums too. It's made by you.
Yeah, but the building is different.
But it's a little difference that makes a huge difference.
Changes really the tone and the way I play. So I think it brings the diversity brings more richness to us. It's like you're learning a new language.
And it is fun to be. It's not boring to be on the road. Like we're performing the same songs again.
Yeah.
I never want to become a cover band, a Buddha Power Blues cover band. So we've been doing this for 14 years now. The band is playing for 14 years, so it is kind of a long road, and I think we're at the best moment of the band's life. So it's great to feel that we might not be at our best, but to us it feels like our best thing. It's fresh and it's pleasing to play, and we are evolving and transforming the dynamics in the band, trying to. You even changed cymbals like 3 or 4 times in the 3 last years, probably.
Yeah, because
to accommodate.
We're searching for new sounds for the albums, for live, for the small venues like Hot 5 and Station that we play often, or bigger venues like festivals, and it's kind of interesting to search for new sounds and search for new ways of arranging the song. So I think you should all listen to Back to Roots and go to the shows to see for yourselves what we've been doing.
And subscribe the YouTube channel. This is super important to us if you do it, because we can communicate better with you. We know there's people out there interested in this huge task we are doing here. As usual, we do it all by ourselves. It's became second nature. Nico is the one who deals with all the image, the video, the graphics, etc. All that's image from Buddha Power Blues. It's Nico who does it. I deal with all the sound engineering, the tones, the mixing, the recordings. And we almost were forced to do that way back then.
Yeah.
And then we started to love it because it's really self-controlled, but it is really self-consuming too. So it's great if we know that there's people out there that are interested in that. So put your thumb up in the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see each other next week.
Yeah, one video each week, so please stay tuned. Bye-bye. Yeah.